Hey everybody, IS34 Legend 826 here. I figured I'd describe my experience at IS34. It was a very fun experience middle school, honestly. I know not everybody shares that opinion, not everybody thinks middle school was the days, the time of your lives. Obviously everyone thinks high school is the time of your lives, which is understandable, I can understand that. But middle school was a pretty fun time for me, I would say. Not everybody agrees with me, but that's totally fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Regardless, however, I thought I'd share my experience about IS34, about my experiences there, and talk about it a little bit on this video, if you're okay with it. So yeah, let's talk about my experience at IS34. So anyways, IS34, is located in the town of Tottenville, Academy Avenue, that's the street name. So yeah, it's right across the street from PS1, It's a pretty decent-sized school, I would say. The students are pretty friendly. Not all of them, of course, but a good number of them were okay to work with, They were reasonable, I would say. The teachers were all right, in my opinion. The students were all right. It was a pretty decent area. It was okay, a comfortable environment. Nothing I could complain about, honestly. Sixth grade was pretty all right, in my opinion. It was some fun activities. There were after school clubs that I was involved with. It was pretty fun. We also had lunch, and then we had lunch, it wasn't really all that fun, because sometimes during lunch they'd make us have silent lunch. They wouldn't have us talk to each other because they wanted to control our noise and everything. But regardless, however, it was a fun experience and I enjoyed it, honestly. Sixth grade, it was such a great time at IS34. It was pretty fun. The teachers were all right. The students are pretty decent. The paras and the inclusion program at 34 were quite helpful, in my opinion. Then seventh grade came by and it was okay. Honestly, I was only absent for 3 days of sixth grade because I was sick. At one point, I got a fever or some shit like that. So yeah, I got sick. I got a fever at the end, near the end of sixth grade. So I was absent for 3 days. But other than that, yeah, I was there for most of the time in sixth grade. Seventh grade came by and everything was fine. I missed 4 days of school because I had to go to a wedding. A relative of mine had a wedding in Florida, so I missed 4 days of seventh grade because of that. But other than that, yeah, I was. Yeah, it was a pretty fun experience. Sixth grade, seventh grade, they allowed us to go out to the playground, out to recess, during lunch hour, after lunch. So that was pretty fun. And then eighth grade came by, and eighth grade was all right in my opinion. I'm not saying that my experience at IS34 was completely perfect. I got into trouble a few times. I got a detention once in sixth grade for running through the gymnasium, but I kind of deserved it, so I kind of had that coming. Also, yeah, let me try to think. Yeah. So also, it wasn't completely perfect. I got detention once. I got into trouble a few times at recess. It wasn't really perfect, but at least I tried my best. We had fun. On the schoolyard. After lunch, it was pretty fun during seventh grade, and eighth grade. But sixth grade was pretty fun, in my opinion. I think sixth grade was my best year at 34, I think. And then seventh grade came by, and it was okay. It was chill. We had some good times, we were, we were playing around, this, in gym, during gym classes at 34, it was pretty fun. The teachers had us divide us in different units. It was it was so amazing, honestly. We had such fun times in 34. And, yeah. So, my experience at 34 wasn't really perfect. There were some teachers that were pretty mean at 34. I mean, I don't mean to sound rude, but some of them were pretty mean, honestly. Some of them would, snap at us if we weren't paying attention. They would get angry a few times. But only a few of them, though. Not that many of them, thankfully. Not all of them, thankfully. Some of them were pretty good, in my opinion, but not all of them, however. Because I'm just being truthfully honest. But other than that, it was pretty fun. The teachers at 34 were pretty okay, I would say. Yeah, sixth grade was pretty decent, It was my best year there. Seventh grade was all right. Seventh grade was okay. The sixth grade trip, we went to a park, so that was pretty fun. We had fun, doing different activities in sixth grade. That was pretty cool. Seventh grade came by, and we went to this theater, I think it was. Yeah, went to a theater. That was pretty cool. We watched some kind of a play. Then eighth grade came by, and eighth grade, we went to this amusement park in eighth grade for our field trip. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty interesting. And I was having trouble in eighth grade with some exams. I was having difficulty completing exams. It was kind of challenging for me because I was having trouble completing exams on time. It was pretty frustrating, but it was still a good experience nonetheless. Like IS34 taught me a lot of lessons about life, and they also helped me to prepare for the future, for high school, and for life afterwards. So in a way, I am thankful for what I experienced at IS34. It was a good experience in my opinion. Not completely perfect, but it was okay in my opinion. I enjoyed it very much. Honestly, I thought it was even better than Taunville, but yeah, that's a pretty shocking twist. But anyways, that's all I gotta say, honestly. That's just verbally describing my experience at IS34. I'll probably make another video in front of the school. I can probably talk more there if you want to check out that video. If I ever make it, that would be pretty cool. But that's all I gotta say for now. And stay safe, everybody. IS34 Legend, 826, out.